fuck? Now, is that camera? Yeah, man. Let's see if it holds it. Probably got like 45 minutes. All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadan. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing the word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. I just tried to do it, but it turned off. I hope that it stays on here, man. Anyways, let's get into this real quick. Let's get into this real quick. There's all these nations out here. This is why we keep telling our people, you know, we are those people of the scriptures, okay? We're the ones who lost our identity. We're the ones who, you know, got scattered. When you read these scriptures, you can clearly see that these scriptures are attaining onto us. It's not talking about no other nation out here, because all these other nations out here, they got their lands, they got their heritage, okay? They got their chronicles, as they would say. They got their records, okay? The only people who don't have their records, or it seems like it starts off as us being slaves, okay, is us, all right? Even when you come to the Northern Kingdom, you might look and say, well, the Northern Kingdom got land. Look, they got land there and da-da-da-da-da. Well, the so-called white man's taken over their land, okay? They're not all in accordance, because the so-called white man's come up in there and laid, how do you call it? Let me get it in Isaiah. Isaiah says it the best. And then when you look at the Caribbean, you say, well, oh, you niggas had your land. You guys got the Caribbeans and all this stuff. Well, first of all, hold on a second. That was given to us, as they would say, in the 1960s, around there. We're called about independence, right? Calling for their independence. So that was given to you from the British government, from the Queen. So how's that, you know, we were afflicted for over 400, 500 years, man. And now we're getting that fucking, you know, now they're giving you that land and say, okay, well, that's, how they call it, independence. That's your independence. So there's your land. Well, all these lands, since, you know, for the longest time, over 2,000 years, damn near have been established, right? Damn near got their culture, got their heritage, got everything. But what do we have? We were robbed and stripped of our heritage, okay? And like I said, if you look at the so-called Native Americans, the Latino tribes, whatever, the Northern Kingdom, there was draconian laws put on these people. They came up, hey, wait, hold up a second. Hold up. Wait, I'm forgetting something. Let me slow down. Yo, they went up in those lands and they carved out those lands. And they said, and they moved God to reservations, okay? You understand that? So they came in those lands, Habakkuk, actually, let me get that too. They came in those lands and they etched it out, okay? And they gave pieces to Gad and whoever else, right? Let me get it. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keep it at home. Neither keep it at home, who enlarges his desires hell, and is as death, and it cannot be satisfied. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all peoples. Right, he's up in every man's land, okay? So when he came into this land here, he went and damn near pillaged the buffaloes, okay? Damn near killed off all the buffaloes, the beavers, the pelt skins. Over here in Canada here, they had Treaty 73, Treaty 13. All these treaties fucking Esau, Edom, so-called white man broke, man. Okay? And who the fuck are you to be making treaties in another man's land? By your king or whatever, okay? Who are you? Oh yeah, Esau, the so-called white man, had a law in his land. Okay, if you go to a land and nobody's there, as he would say, right? He sees it as a barren land, then it's up for grabs. It's up for occupation. That's bullshit, yo. You can't come in my house and say, well, this little part right here, you're not occupying it. So guess what? I'm gonna occupy it. Now it's gonna be my sovereign land. Get the fuck out of here, yo. Like I said, they broke all those treaties, man. They came up in there and they made treaties. How are you making treaties in a land that's not yours, man? So this is when the scriptures tell you that he's up in every man's land, right? And let me go back to it. Who enlarges his desires hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied. That's exactly him. He can't be satisfied, man. That's why he's up in every man's land. That's why he's, going over here, taking a piece over there. This hence going back into what I was saying, that they may say, well, look at the Northern Kingdom, they got land, right? Or look at Benjamin, they got land. Nah, like I said, this is stuff that, first of all, Esau went over here, took them captive, killed off a whole heap of them, okay? Going into the fur trade, the beaver trade, right? The fishing trade also too. What was that? Lake Superior and all those areas there. What else? The buffaloes, okay? And then on top of that too, taking another man's land and dividing it and saying you can have this and you can have that. And then on top of that too, eventually all of that, he pushed Gad into a reservation off his own land, okay? Now, let's go to the West Indies, right? Benjamin. Independence. Why I gotta fight for my own independence? If this is supposed to be my land, okay? Why I gotta fight for independence? So, you see, this is what people don't understand, man. So, these other nations, they got their lands. They don't gotta scream independence this, independence that. Yeah, we know he's up in every man's land, so yeah. They may have a military base here and there, and a little, something the size of Texas, or not the size of Texas, Ohio or something like that. And when you go in that land, when you go in that border there, everything is Americanized. You can get all American, whatever you want, right? So when you look at it, those people, they still have their land and still have their heritage. They still got a name, they still got a culture, but on to us, we don't have none of that, okay? We're a lost people, calling ourselves after American, Canadian, you know what I mean? Calling yourself after the land or after these people of that land, okay? A lost people, a desolate people, man. All these other nations, they have their names, they got their culture, they got their heritage, but we lost, gone. And like I said, Esau Edom came over here with his draconian laws. Let's get into this. Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And that's what they did when they came into these other man's lands. Like mainly here. The so-called white man came over here and told the Native American, well, we want a part of this land. We got to get a part of this land. Our king said this and that and blah, 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 blah. Who the hell is your king, first of all? What the fuck does he have to do with my land? And if you think, look at this idiot. And if you think that it ain't so over here in North America or Colombia or whatever, okay, well they all gotta adhere to the IMF, okay? They all gotta adhere to that international monitoring system, man. And there's another name too. There's another name, IB something, man. It's like the World Banks, man. And they pass laws like, oh yeah, that movie Dave's Bank or something like that. It's on Netflix. They said something pretty interesting in there. They said, we control it. They let him in, right? He won the votes, whatever. and they're riffing, they're complaining, they're like, oh, this guy's gonna come up in here, he's gonna change shit around, you know, we don't want him here, whatever, because, you know, he's not part of their elite status, right? So now, they said something, they said, don't worry about that, man. Stop thinking too hard. We own the rules. We make the rules. And they're like, oh, okay. Which means that at any given time, they could pop up something in the next 6 months. You need to generate 50 billion to back your bank or whatever, There's a new insurance clause and flaw. So that's how they started fucking with him, right? Because he had to go to court, he had to, you know, all this stuff. And then at the end, he had to come up with money. And he's like, fuck, I don't even got that amount of money, you know? But this is how Esau Edom is, man. These countries start progressing and start doing well, guess what? They'll start attacking them with their draconian laws. Little here, little there, until eventually they come in and say, you know what, we'll buy this out for X amount of money, which will help your country. You know, and whoever the puppet is in charge at that time, they might sell out. They might say, yeah, you know what, yeah, let's do it, you know? But let's get back into what I was talking about here. All these other nations, they got their lands. But us, you know, let's go to something real quick. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 8. Okay? When the Most High divided the nations, Slakia, their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. Okay? So the Lord separated these nations, gave them their inheritance, okay? But the only people who don't have their inheritance is us. We're a lost people, okay? This is why in Deuteronomy, after the I think it's the 15th verse, tells you if you don't obey, if you don't do, all these curses gonna come upon you, upon your generations, man. And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing all these curses licking us. Like I said in the beginning, who the hell else fits these scriptures? When you look at our people are the most fucking gainsaying, degenerate, hard-headed, bone-headed people in the world, man. All these other nations got together, and like I said, when you have a backing, okay, when you got a backbone, that they would say, when you got backing, okay, when you got the wind to your back, meaning you got your heritage, your culture, your art, all of that, okay? When you know who you are, it matters in this world when you're going out there to, you know, make new or survive, whatever it may be, venturing into a new country, because you know who you are, you know where you're coming from, okay? We, on the other hand, we're told, oh, we came from Africa, you know, we were just running around. So-called white man came and snatched you up, put you in slavery, you know, and then your children and you know, this is the result of you guys today. That makes you feel inferior instead of superior. This is why they wanted to lock this book off from us knowing who we are. Because once you know, hey, I'm one of the children of Yahweh Shemiel Shai, what the fuck? Then all the wind in the world is at your back, man. And you feel, what's the word, engaged in a sense, in like triumphant, you know? You feel like you can do it. But when somebody is telling you that, oh, you came from garbage, you came from slavery, you came from, you know, just walk around damn near blind in the world, you know, like damn near monkeys or animals. That puts you on a low level thinking, man. So your mind doesn't click like how the rest of these nations click, because they got their heritage, they can go back home, they can see art from the 1600s, the 1200s. But us, our art's been stolen. Our art's been chipped away at, okay? Our art's been taken down. We're a lost people, man, okay? And how do you begin to feel, what's the word? You know, what's the word? Empowered. Okay, how do you feel empowered when people are telling you that, oh, we had you as slaves. You were slaves. This is basically your beginning, man, in the world. Okay? You're not gonna feel empowered at all. Every minute you turn, they flashing that in your face. And they give you the shortest month of the year and say Black History and show you two niggas that died, two sellouts. Okay? Because that whole movement was a sellout thing. Black power, this and that. Just give him that's all the so-called white man does. Give him something to chase after. Give him the tail to chase after, man. So let's go into something real quick. First Maccabees chapter 3 and 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Right, so all of our imagery was taken down. All of our great work, our writings, even the Bible, they want to tell us that King James was a so-called white man, right? And then on top of that, they want to smear his name and say he was a homosexual, okay? So all our greatness, okay? They try to flip it, bounce it, and turn it on us, so that way we don't get that empowerment, a sense of empowerment of who we are. Because if 2/3 really knew in their spirit, in their heart of hearts, in their mind, that who they were, they wouldn't be acting the way they're acting. They would give a shit, as they say. They would give a little effort towards this movement, or towards the movement of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, towards their power. Okay, they would give a shit, but they don't give a shit because, hey, King David has sent up a prayer. Get that real quick, actually, right here. King David sent up a prayer against you wicked ass Israelites, man. Because here it is, we came out of Egypt, right out of Egypt, okay, right out of the mess, and here it is, you guys crying to go back into Egypt. What kind of people is that, man? Your mind's slipping. You a little bit wet behind, wet behind the ears or something. You still got Similac on you. What's wrong with you, man? Grow up, be a man. Realize that these people are our fucking enemy. But here it is, you wanna go running and lusting after the enemy, man. Dumbass, man. So let's go into this. Psalms chapter 69 and verse 22. Let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap, which is this word, which is leading you back onto the way of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Which, when we heard this word, let me get something real quick. When we heard this word, this is what we did. Okay? Let me get this real quick. Jeremiah chapter 4 and 22. Slakia. That's not it. 3 and 20. Slakia. Jeremiah chapter 3 and 22. Return, ye backsliding children, and I will heal your backslidings. Return, ye backsliding children. Okay? Because at one point, we all sinned against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. This is what we're paying for right now. This is what 2/3 don't understand or have an understanding about. That you're paying and suffering for your fucking sins. Okay? There's no hell where you're gonna be rotisserating and turning like these false ass pastors tell you. Okay? These pork chop pastors tell you in the courts, in those synagogues that they're in, okay? Or better yet, those sepulchres that they're in, which it tells you in the scriptures, God don't dwell in no temples made in man's hand. In you, he dwelleth, right? So going back into this, let me get back into this lock here before I get off point. 3 and 22, let me go back again. Return, ye backsliding children, I will heal your backslidings. Like I said, we all went off, we all sinned, but when we heard this word, we came a-running back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, okay? Because we were going off against our power, okay? And now we have a sense of empowerment through the Spirit, okay? Through the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because we know who we are, we know our past, and we know our past, we know our beginnings don't start with slavery, okay? We're a great people. In fact, we're the only people that the Lord has chosen. That's super great, all right? We're the only people. Psalms chapter 144 and verse 15, okay? But 2/3 of those people, like I said, you know, here it is, the greatness you're rejecting, your power you're rejecting, okay? This is why, going back into this, David put a curse on your ass, man. Psalm 69 and verse 22, let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. Let their eyes be darkened that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake. Okay? So within this, you got 2/3 not knowing the greatness of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They think it's all fake, right? But we, being filled with the Spirit, okay, as the Lord said that He'll pour out His Spirit, He'll pour His Spirit in the man that He wants to understand. No man can come unto me unless the Father, is that John 6 and 65 or 64 around there? No man can come unto Yahweh Shai. No man can get that understanding. No man can get this unless Yahweh, the Father, have put it into him before. What did He tell Jeremiah? Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew. Okay? So, going into this, let's go back to Jeremiah chapter 22. Or 3 and 22, return, ye backsliding Trojan, and I will heal your backslidings. That's us returning on to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hearing this word. Okay, it sits well with us. All right. Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art Yahweh our power. Right, because the Lord put it in us to know that He is our power. Right, and to return unto Him, because He is the Lord of lords, kings of kings. Okay, and greatly to be praised, man, and greatly to be feared above all these gods out here. Okay, and might I say, He made them, right? He made them, and here it is. You got 2/3 out here running after something that's, hey, the deceiver and the deceiver are His. But going back into this, all these nations, like I said, got their gods, got their power, got their heritage, got their inheritance, got their land, okay? But what do we have as Israelites, okay? In this lost and miserable land, man? Nothing, okay? They want to tell you that you're a Negro, black, all these myths, all these lies, okay? No one's fucking black, no one's fucking white, yo. That car is, okay, that car is black. That car is white. I've never seen individuals looking like that before. You may have some people that they say, oh man, he's so black, he blue black. Or, oh man, they're so white, they just cakey him, you know? But at the same time, no, they're not white or they're not black, okay? We are different shades of brown. So-called white men in them, they have different shades within them. Some of them are cakey white and some of them are, you know, pinky white, okay? But there's no such thing as the white man or black man. Those things don't exist, okay? Those were covering casts put on us. That's why it tells you that Job 9:24, He covered the faces of His judges thereof. What the fuck is that smell? He covered the faces of the judges thereof. We're the judges. Going back into Maccabees, what they do, they knocked off our anything that brought us back to our heritage, in imagery, writings, anything, they took it, they snatched it. You see, man, this thing look like it's about to bug out. Like it's the battery is fucking swollen, man. And I hope the battery stays good though, because I dropped it a little bit. But yeah, all these nations, they got a whole bunch of artifacts, they got history, they got writings, they got everything to prove who they are. But us Israelites, they did a good job in trying to erase our history. But the Lord, like it tells us in Joel, that He's gonna pour out His Spirit upon all flesh. Okay? So you can't stop this, all right? Let me go into another scripture here. real quick. Actually, let's see if it's up here. It should be up here somewhere. Whew. There's another scripture I'm looking for here, Akim. Hold on 1 second. You know what? Let me see if I can find it. See if I can find it here for a second. I know it's in Deuteronomy, but I can't. Let's see if I've attached it to another scripture here. Yeah, it should be in Deuteronomy. Oh, okay. It's Deuteronomy 32. Deuteronomy 32 and 16. Hold on a second, Akim. And 26. I was right there. I just had to look up. So all these other nations, they got their heritage, they got their land, they got their shit to know who they are. Okay. But like I said, when you go into these scriptures, our beginning wasn't just in so-called Africa. Okay, that's how the so-called white man wants to play it. Oh, you guys are Africans, you were in Africa, we came and snatched you up, you were slaves, you are slaves, ray, end of story. You guys are Negroes, you know, you guys are blacks, black Africans, this and that, but when you go into the Zondervan, it tells you something different. It tells you Ham is not as us, okay? Ham and the Negroes are not the same, all right? It tells you that right there in the Zondervan, all right? So let's go on this real quick. Deuteronomy 32 and 26. I said I would scatter them into corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. And that's what happened, okay? This is why we're walking around calling each other Jamaican, you know, New Yorkian, you know. So I fucked it up. A New Yorkian, you know. All these different names. What else? Some of them will say that they from Kemet and all this other shit. Okay? We're Israelites, right? We're not Jamaican. We're not Trinidadian. We're not fucking Boston, from Boston, all this bullshit. No, we're not from those places, man. So therefore, we shouldn't take upon those names. Who are we? We are Israelites, okay? Yashar Allah, the Lord's people, going back into Deuteronomy 32 and 8, okay? But the Lord said here that what? I would scatter them into corners. That's why the Lord said that he's going to send his angel at the end to gather us from the four corners, from the four winds, okay, of heaven. Because his elect are scattered into these other nations as well. So you're going to have some of our people looking like the so-called Chinese, looking like the so-called Indian, even looking like the so-called white man, okay? And you're gonna have some more, you're gonna have some of their people looking like us, all right? It's a beautiful thing what Yahweh has done, man. Because, goddamn loud cars, that ain't gonna be in the kingdom. That shit will not make it to, in fact, all you're gonna make it to is the bomb site. Boom, 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 boom. So, going back into this, it's amazing how Yahweh Shimei Shai has done this, alright? It's beautiful, it's Yapa. Because 2 Corinthians, let's get that real quick before I jump off here. Let me go into 2 Corinthians. Or 1 Corinthians? 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. We walk by faith and not by sight, okay? This is what we're telling you individuals out here. This is a thing of faith, man. This is not a thing of sight and looking at people and say, well, you ain't chocolate black like me. You know, you can't be an Israelite. You look too pasty white, you know? You can't be an Israelite. Oh, your eyes are too slanted. You can't be an Israelite. Nope. You Elam. You look like Elam. You can't be an Israelite. You know, you look like Moab. No, your eyes too slanted. You can't be Arslakia. You look like Elam. You can't be an Israelite. Okay. You look like Moab with the slanty eyes. You can't be an Israelite. You know. You can't judge people like that. As a matter of fact, the scriptures clearly tell us not to do that. All right. Hold on, let me get this scripture here. Y'all know where I'm going. 1 Samuel chapter 16 and verse 7. But Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart, on the inward. Okay? So you're going to have some Israelites that look like these other nations. Okay? Look like these other nations, but in spirit, they're Israelites. This is why it says to try the spirit, and this is why also it says this in Romans 8 and 16, the spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. So when they come up, and they might look like a Moabite or whatever, you know, and you talking to them, but you realizing in the spirit, yo man, this guy's an Israelite, man. You know, this guy's cool as a mug. This guy's an Israelite, man. I'm talking to him, he's getting it, you know what I mean? He's even making certain points, you know. Yeah, this guy through the spirit, hey man, says this man is a Israelite, you know what I mean? And that's how it is. But these other camps, a lot of these other camps, you approach and you look like a Moabite. Get down the street, man. You know, go on, get down the street. That's why up here in Canada, we got a lot of individuals who may look like, you know, these other nations, but in heart and in spirit, you can see that they're Israelites, man. To the individuals who judge right? He that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judging no man, right? Because we have the mind of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. We have the truth, 100% truth, okay? Not like these other camps out here. Just because he's so-called white, you can't be an Israelite. That's bullshit. That's off. Okay? Just because you Moab, you look like Moab, or you know what I mean? Oh, that's it. Get him out of here. No. So the Lord said that He would scatter us into this thing that I've been seeing. Let me show you Akim. I've seen this in the sky, right underneath the light. I don't know if you can see it. Let me move over here. That I'm gonna post it to the brothers in the WhatsApp chat and the what you call it? What do you call that thing? Marco Polo. I'm gonna post it there for you brothers to see. Cause I actually, you know what? Hold up. Let me see if I got pictures of this. I should have pictures. So last night I'm driving. Okay, here's one from last night. Okay, I hope you can see it. Alright. No, you can't really see it. It's behind that bright light. But something's over there in the sky, man. I don't know what the fuck that is. So here's another one from another angle as I'm driving. That orange light right there. Okay. Let me see if I can find another one. Yeah, here's another couple of them from different angles. As I was working yesterday, I'm taking photos of these different angles. Not that bright light there, but behind it. Okay? And all night it's in the same... That one's good. That one's good. All night it's in the same position, man. I don't know what the fuck that is. But yeah, let me get back into this. So Lord said that he will... Let me get back to this. Deuteronomy 32 and 26. I said I would scatter them into corners. Into the corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. And like I said, these other nations, they banked on that, man. They say, yeah, this is the time that we've been waiting to see. Lamentation chapter 2 and verse 15. All that pass by thee Salakia, all that passed by clapped their hands at thee. They hiss and wag the head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. Yeah, all these other nations have opened their mouth against us, man. To consult to cast us down, man. Okay? All these other nations have done that. All right? To consult to cast us down from being a nation. All right? Somebody just get jacked? Fuck did I just witness it? Actually, I didn't witness it. I just saw me. I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, going back into this. That, hey, we're in the shadow of death, man. The valley of death. You know? You gotta keep your eyes open out here, man. All thine enemies, verse 16, Lamentation 2:16, all thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. And like I said, all these different nations out here, man, they've all opened up their mouth against us, speaking ill will against us, calling us different names, okay? Because they'll say, oh, you're a Negro, you're a so-called black man, you're this. They'll never tell you that you're an Israelite, okay? They'll never look at you and say, you know, those people in that Bible there, that's who you are? Oh, really? Hey, you know how 2/3 Jakes is? Blind. Once again, the prayer of King David, okay, of our king. He wanted them blind, man, so they wouldn't understand, so they would get destroyed. Because really and truly, 2/3 of our people, they're haters of the Lord, man. They really want the so-called white man's way. They don't want our way, okay, the way of the Lord. Ecclesiastes 3:15. The Lord required that which is past, man. And hey, shalom to the brother, forget his name, Yehoiada. Let me see here real quick. Slacky, what did I do that for? Give a shout out to the brother, because he had posted something yesterday, man. It was, hey, yep. Yahweh Yahoshai, Ibad Ka, okay, the brother there. He had posted a picture of some man getting stoned. And I said, yeah, there you go. Ecclesiastes 3:15, the Lord requires that which is past, man. You know, that was the judgment of old. Stone a nigga to death, man. You got caught doing adultery, sleeping with animals. Say, hey, stone them. Their blood shall be upon them, man. Simple and plain. You know? So, hey, Tawada Yahweh Shem Yahushai, brother, for posting that, man. That was Yahweh, man. And going back into this, the Lord requires that which is past. 2/3 of our people, you're going to get hemmed up, man. Judgment must begin in the house of the Lord. 1 Peter 4:17. As a matter of fact, let me get that. And we'll get back to Lamentation. 1 Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin in the house of God, the house of Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because the Lord gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? This is what makes us much more greater than these other nations. These other nations don't have nothing. Okay? They're accounted to the Lord. There's this, watch. Even that was more than them. Okay? Even that was more than them. Why do the heathen rage? And the people imagine a vain thing. That's all vainness, man, and vanity. You know? It's stupid. For the time has come that judgment must begin in the house of Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai. And 2/3 of our people, if they don't get it right, if they don't come in to do this work, to praise Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and live after those statutes that we were granted to have, okay? Psalms 144:15, blessed is that people. It doesn't say peoples, it says people, as in singular, people. Not as the people on the earth, all the people of the earth. No, a people out of the earth, man. A chosen people. All right? Just like going back into, and we can match that back up with Deuteronomy 32:8, Psalms 147:19 and 20. Okay, the Lord has a chosen people. Okay? Leviticus chapter 20 and 26. Okay? He severed us from all these other people because we were chosen onto him, man. So going back into this. So this is why the Lord is saying that for the time has come that judgment must begin in the house of Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? Well, we know that according to Thessalonians. Okay, as a matter of fact, let me get that. I must needs get that. Okay. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6, seeing is a righteous thing with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, and to you who are troubled, rest with us. When Yahweh, Salakia, when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, and flame and fire taking vengeance on them that know not God, okay, that know not Yahweh, okay, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who shall be punished with an everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. That's what's going to happen to them, okay? That's what's going to happen to individuals like that. To them, going back into 1 Peter chapter 4 and 17, to them that obey not the gospel, but we read it right here in Thessalonians, what's going to happen to the individuals that don't believe this gospel, okay? Those who got the prayer of David upon them, okay? And what prayer is that I'm talking about? The prayer of blindness, man. So going back into this, verse 10, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints, and we are his saints, we are his prophets, we are the ones out here on the highways and byways putting up these videos on YouTube, alerting the house of Israel about what's about to happen, okay? And to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day. And you got the helpers out there that give help to the cause, okay, that listen. Revelation 1 and 3, blessed is he that readeth and hear those words and keep those things, okay? You have some individuals that can't come out on the highways and byways, okay? And hey, Salaki, I'd like to apologize first of all, because, you know, for about 3 weeks there, I didn't get or 4 weeks, I didn't come out on the highways and byways, man. You know? Yeah, I may have had a little illness here and there, but, you know, whatever is going on in my life, you know, as it says, let me get this real quick. And I gotta apologize, you know. Hey, my job is to be out here. You be made the head of an office, you know, or head of a banquet, right? You do all you do. Make sure you get all the seating right, you get the food right, you cook everything down to the T, you know. Let your people come and sit down, serve them, and then at the end, then you sit and take your seat, okay? If you're the one serving that whole banquet and whatnot, okay? That's what your office is here. You can't just get up and, you know what, I got a vacation to go on, you know? Let me leave here for like 20, 30 days. No, you got a job to do. Ain't nobody say you can't take a couple here and there, wherever, you know, but you got a job to do, okay? And this is what 2 Ezra chapter 14 says. Let go from thee the mortal thoughts, man. Okay? Yeah, we all suffering, okay? So, you know, I like to apologize for that. Firstly, chiefly to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because I was feeling it. I'm like, fuck, I want to get out there on the highways and byways. But sometimes illness, the next thing you know, the weather's all acting up. You know what I mean? But at the same time, man, hey, you gotta pray for forgiveness, and you gotta pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai that he gives you the strength to go out here and do this, you know? Because recognizing what we're doing, you know, versus this world, hey, I want this office, I want this job, okay? I don't care about the rest of the jobs in the world. They won't amount to what this amounts to at the end of year, day, and week, okay? 2 Ezra chapter 14 and 14, let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Okay, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age. So much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Okay? For the truth is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand. For now hasteneth the vision, which to come, Salakia, which thou hast seen. Say, hey, fuck all these things in this world. All these things in this world is temporal anyways. Okay? They have no, it's all vain. Like I said with the car, while the heathen raising people imagine vain things. This guy's flying up the street to a red light. Why are you wasting your gas, man? Last time I checked, let me see. $1, what is that? $1.50? $1.50 a liter. Okay? By the time you get to a gallon, that's what, $6 a gallon, man. Okay? Why the fuck you wasting that? And those cars too, they got turbo and they really release gas, man, and get the shit going. Alright? So going back into this. Let's go back to Lamentation. Chapter 2 and 16. All thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we have looked for. We have found, Salakia. We have seen it. And that's what's going on right now. With a bunch of you two-third chicks running around talking about you're American. You a Bayesian. You're what do you call that? Black to Africa. All that bullshit. All those other people in which you are not. You claim residency too. I'm an African. I'm fucking Trinidadian, I'm a European. I'm Mexican. No, you're not, man. All those are bywords upon you. And all these other nations are clapping their hands saying, yes, yes, yes. Like one of the brothers out there. Shout out to that brother. He gets in the spirit of things, all right? But yeah, that's how they're acting, and they're acting it in a unrighteous way. Okay, that brother, he does it in a righteous way because he's feeling the spirit. And the brothers out there in Baltimore are speaking sometimes. That brother, he feels it. Okay, but these heathens, they're doing it as in aha, like yes, we took them down. That's why in Psalms chapter 83 it says what it says. All these nations consulted together to cut us off from being a nation. Okay? I'm gonna continue this next week, man. This is a good juicy one. It's a good juicy one. I'm gonna continue this next week. Psalms chapter 83 and verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee, all these other nations, Edom, okay, these Edomites, all right, Elam, Moab, all of them, Hamites, Ishmael, they all took us and sold us and put us in slavery, bound us, beat us. But the one who mistreated, the Assyrians were bad, yes. But above and beyond, who went above and beyond? Come on. Hands up. Esau, Edom, that's right. Ezekiel chapter 35 tells you that he went above and beyond, starting from the 5th to the 6th verse, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get back into this. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Oh, against thy people. Is that the whole world? No, Psalms 147 and 15. Against thy people. Okay? The Lord has a people, special people unto him. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the nation of Israel, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagareans. Okay, and it goes on to tell you the rest. Philistines, Amalek, Gamal, all of them. They have consented together to cut us off. So going back into Lamentation, chapter 2, this is why they were going, yes, Okay, this is why they were laughing when, you know, even today, you walk into a Chinese store or something like that, and you wearing dashikis and Black to Africa shit and the Africa wood, whatever the fuck, you know, they look and they laugh because they know that's not you. They know that you're the people of the Bible, man. They know who you are. When you go into the Zondervan Bible, you could look up the, what's it called? The Meshistellar stone, okay? If I'm pronouncing that right. These slanty-eyed motherfuckers, the King Mesha, if I'm not mistaken, wrote that how they took down the Israelites, right? You see, these nations know that when we have our power, all right, they're scared, they're trembling. The whole world trembles, okay? When we're set in order, when we're praising our power, okay? This whole world trembles. But now, as you can see, us Israelites, we're desolate, we're lost, we don't know who we are, okay? All these people out here are having a good old time, all right? Come on, be one, join up. You know, that's exactly what they're saying. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage. What? So who has discontinued from their heritage? Please tell me. The real discontinuers, please stand up. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's us. Because like I said, I worked the trap. I worked it real sweet. Look at Moab. They got theirs. Elam, they got theirs. The so-called white man, he got his. You know, Ishmael, they got theirs. The Africans, Hamites, they got theirs. Who in the world don't got theirs, man? That's us. That's us. Okay? And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever, and forever for a period of time, right? Here, all right? And that's where we are. We're in this land, this miserable fucking land of our captivity, serving our enemies, okay? Even in so much that you got Jake leaving this country and going to other countries to serve their fucking enemies, man. And the enemies treat them like shit. You got Jake, dumbass Jake, talking about, we gonna go to the land of Israel and live there. That's our land. Yeah, it's your land, but the Lord did what? He cast you out of that land. So who the hell are you to say, well, my iniquity is accomplished, I'm going back in that land? No, sirree. You better calm your ass down and let Yahweh Shem Yahushai work his work. Okay? What the fuck are these guys doing, man? What your ass am I seeing? Wow. What a jackass, man. These people are seriously fucked up in the head, man. But yeah, you can't take yourself out of that position and work yourself in another position and say, I'm gonna... Look what's happening to our people that go over there in that land. Okay? What a bum. Look at our people that go over there in that land. They get spit on, treated like shit. I mean, in the book Who is Esau Edom by Charles W. Wells or something like that. Can't remember, not important right now, but you type it up, it's on Amazon for $26 now, paperback. Better get it before it disappears and they outlaw it. So in that book, it tells you that it tells you who Esau Edom is, right? And it also tells you fuck, forget it, slip of mind, man. Fuck, Salakia. There's something I wanted to make mention inside that book. It wasn't the Zondervan, it was who's Esau Edom, man. Fuck. I forget what Salakia. Fuck, man. Oh yeah. In that book, it tells you those guys are such fucking liars. We know that Esau Edom's hatred is against us, right? You know what they post in that book? They say that the white Christians, okay? Now, yeah, this is what it's circling back to. When we go in that land, we get spit on, kicked on, all of that shit, okay? We get treated worse than the so-called white Christians, all right? Because when those white Christians, or so-called white Christians, go into that land, they get spit on, they call them names, this and that, ray. You know? All these different things. What is this idiot doing? This guy goes and winds down his window. What are you winding down your window for? Now he rolls it back up. What a jackass. So, us, the Israelites, when we go in that land, we get treated like shit. Like, completely like shit. Worse than the so-called white Christians. Alright? Because they'll always show them getting spit on. They're like, get out of this land. You know, the small hats tell them, get out. Right? But show them about the Des Moines and all those people there. They treat them like shit. Okay? Absolute shit. And then, you know, if you're a so-called black, if you're an Israelite, a true Israelite, and you go over that land, you gotta join their army, you get treated like shit. You get the bottom on everything. Okay? You think you're gonna get the top? You think you're gonna get the top tier with them? No, you get the bottom. Okay? Our people are stupid. Destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. So let's go into this real quick. Let's go into Baruch chapter 2. Because we are scattered into these lands, okay? That's what a lot of people don't understand. We just didn't get a boat and fly over here. We were brought over here by slavery, okay? And the so-called white man is who brought us over here and put us in slavery. The same enemy you love licking hands with. I'm going to say it like that. You like licking Esau Edom's hands, man, you dirty dogs. Salakia. You like licking Esau Edom's hands, man. 2/3 Jakes are nasty as fuck, man. You like swining up with the devil, man. You like to be swallowed. You like to be swallowed by the devil, okay? You like to be consumed by him. You like when he says, try it, you like it, you know? Like the leprechaun voice. Try it. Actually, Khalid Muhammad used to do it. I remember before I was in the troop, first time I heard that was from Khalid Muhammad, man. That bald nigga. That nigga said Sally Jesse Raphael or some shit. And I remember seeing it on TV. And then years later, I caught it on a DVD. Then goes the devil says, try it. You like it. And the way he did it, the way he said it, I said, oh shit, man. You got it down pat. That sounded just like the so-called white man. Let me get into this real quick. Baruch chapter 2 and verse, you know what? Let's start from 28. As thou, you know what? 27. O Yahweh, our power, thou hast dealt with us after all thy goodness and according to all thy great mercies, great mercy of thine, as thou hast spakest by thy servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write the law before the children of Israel, saying, if ye will not hear my voice, surely this great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. You see that? So we were scattered into these other nations. The Lord said, hey, you don't want to listen? Deuteronomy 28 and 15, if I'm not mistaken, starting from there. You know, and then up is all the curses, okay? Curse shall be in the city, curse shall be go out, curses, all fucking curses, man. You know? That's a lot of curses, man. I think that's what, hold on a second. It's about 40 fucking curses, man. 40 or 50 fucking curses, man. I gotta do the math. Let me see something here. Let's go to Deuteronomy real quick. I don't know if you brothers ever done that, but let me just count and see. Yup, start from the 15th verse, right? And let me see something here. Let me see something. 54, damn, fucking 54 harsh curses, man. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm doing my calculations right. 54 fucking harsh curses. And more, all right? Let me get back into this. Let's start from Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Come on, man. That's starting from 16, cursed shalt thou be in the city. But from the 15th verse, tells you, back in, let's get it, Baruch chapter 2, and verse 29, if ye will not hearken, if ye will not hear my voice, surely this great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, okay, where I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. When you go into Exodus chapter 32 and 9, it tells you the same thing. It's a stiff-necked people. As a matter of fact, the Lord said unto Moses, get back, Moses. Let me destroy these niggas. Okay? The Lord wanted to destroy them. But Moses besought the Lord and calmed him down. And told him, what? You going to do this to make the Egyptians and all these other nations say that this is what you have done to your people? You know? And the Lord trimmed it back. He said, all right. He said, get back, Moses. I'm gonna make a nation out of you. I'm going to do away with them. I'm going to make a great nation out of you. Moses said, no. Moses was a humble man, meek. Completely meek and humble, man. You know? Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am their Lord, their power. I am the Lord, their power. I am Yahweh, their power, right? For I will give them an heart, a mind, okay, and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name. The name, IUIC, you fucking assholes. The name. Why do you guys keep doing that? You know why you guys keep doing that? Because really, you took the bag and you sold out. Guys like Sakari, guys like IUIC, you're all after the money. You can give a shit or a rat's ass about Yahweh Shem Yahushai, really, to tell you the truth. But all you guys are about the money, man. You don't give a rat's ass about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, many times you'll hear deacons, whatever the fuck, the deacon, whatever. Christ, Jesus. I hate saying those names, man. Because those are his names. And if you do say it in the English, make sure you tell them what the real name is. This is why, you know, hey, that's why the Lord separated the men from the boys, man. Straight up. Sakari, IUIC, all the rest of them, a bunch of boys, man. Their behavior, such as boys, okay? Not as men. Fucking punks, man. The Lord's gonna deal with you guys, man. Gonna deal with you guys real good. And make a public example of you guys. IUIC, Sakari, and all the rest of you guys, man. To hell with you guys, man. I ain't got no patience for ignorance, stupidity. I said Moses was a humble man, was a meek man, all right? But you individuals out there, you gonna get it handed to you, and we all gonna see it public live, right on your cameras, and then soon enough you're gonna have to take down the videos for embarrassment, okay? But you individuals, you guys are assholes, is what I would say, man. Okay? Real, true assholes, all right? IUIC denies the name. They said that you could call the Lord yogurt and all types of shit. What kind of shit is that, man? Even these fucking Christians know not to do that. But yeah, here it is, you guys doing that. These other nations know not to do that, but here it is, you guys doing that. This is why the Lord said that our people are stiff-necked, rebellious, the most boneheaded fucking people in the world, man. So let's go back. Let's get back into this. And like Apostle Elder Ramlab always says, fuck that guy Al-Azhar, man. To hell with him. To hell with their whole unit group, whatever. They're a bunch of phony ass niggas, man. Niggas pissed me the fuck off, huh? Never mind, going back to this. You gotta get mad sometimes, man, because here it is. They came, took the name, took what they can from here and there, similar to those little fucking novices, Wi-Fi or whatever the fuck their names are. You guys are a bunch of crooks and thieves, man. Will a man rob the Most High? Yeah, he does. He robs the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, goes out there, puts on garments, and tries to act like he a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, spewing a whole bunch of shit out their mouth, talking about the MOTB, his thoughts and intents, and your right hand is really your power hand, and shut the fuck up, you fucking novices, you white Wi-Fi, fucking novice ass niggas, man, thieves. Sakari, you too. Al-Azhar, you too, gorilla idiot. IUIC, ignorant united in Christ. Get the fuck out of here, man. Sometimes we gotta cuss these niggas off, because that's what they are, niggas. Here it is, you got the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you got the Bible in your hand, but then you twisting up the words of God, man. May Yahweh Shem Yahushai destroy all your fucking crews, man. Oh yeah, all of you about money too. Sending your donations. You don't hear us talking like that. Because we know, we already, hey, what does it say in, let that fear, let me get it real quick, because y'all individuals joking, man. You guys are a bunch of fucking jokers, man. Philippians chapter 2 and verse 12, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have already obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And we're working out our own salvation with fear and trembling onto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Doing things properly. Doing things decently and in order. Y'all individuals, this is why we can't walk with y'all. This is why you guys shout out each other. Oh, I like to shout out those guys over there at Sakari. They call us in a good name. Fuck all the rest of y'all, man. To hell with you. To hell with both sides. Sakari and fucking IUIC. And Wi-Fi. And all the rest of you bug out fucking camps, man. Fuck all the rest of y'all. If y'all don't get right and start pushing the right doctrine, then Yahweh Shem Yahushai destroy you fucking wicked ass niggas. Because what good are you for? Here it is, we're supposed to be preaching in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai with the right 100% doctrine. What are you guys doing? Talking a bunch of smack, but you could call God any different name that you want. Are you fucking stupid? Are you dumb? You got to be retarded doing that shit. Okay? You got to be slow. Rico tarde. You have to be slow mental, man. And Nate, all the rest of them, fuck Nate. Here it is. This guy was sick, and all of a sudden he went and called on the name of Yahweh Yahushai. Got better and said, fuck that, I'm going back. That's why the Lord said that our people are most rebellious, man. What people in the world fits these curses? Well, just look around the Israelite camp so you can see, all right? Let me say it like that. That's a damn well embarrassment to say, but look around these Israelite camps so you can see, man. And then, look at the 2/3, obviously, right? But look at these Israelite camps, man. Man, Baruch chapter 2, and let's go back into this. Baruch chapter 2 and 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivities, which we are doing properly. Those who all listen to the apostle elders of GMS, okay, they have the right doctrine. They got a correct doctrine. They got the 100% truth, okay? They got an orderly doctrine. These other camps, they don't got shit. What they got? They got garbage, man. Go into their doctrine and there's holes in them. Holes that can be poked, man. Like I said, these guys talk about the MOTB. Even David fucking Guzak knows what it is, man, when you go into the commentary. You guys are jokers, man. So going back into this, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. These motherfuckers ain't pronouncing the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They tell you that you can say Yoplait yogurt. Okay? Anything you want. But the truth. Damn shame. And return from their stiff neck. Yeah, these individuals out here, like I said, they don't want to return from their stiff neck deeds, but Jeremiah chapter 3 and 22, we turn back onto the Lord. We run onto the Lord. We're running onto the Lord. Here we are, Lord. Okay? And return from their stiff neck, Salakia, and from their wicked deeds. And IUIC and the rest of these motherfuckers, these guys up on Passover. Strippers and come on, man. Then you got this wicked ass nigga, Nate, coming in on a horse, glorifying himself. We're supposed to be low. What the hell? For that's why the scriptures say you shall know them by their fruits, man. By their doings, by their actions, by the words that are proceeding out their mouth, man. For they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before Yahweh. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. Okay, this is what we're looking for. Okay, hoping that we're a part of that 144 to get back in that land. Okay, because hey, the 2/3 you're gonna have to taste that second death. You're gonna have to taste that nuclear death. Okay, you're gonna have to go through all of that conundrum. All right, you're gonna have to go through the wickedness here. You're gonna have to go through the Gerber troops. You know, all these motherfuckers taking you and putting you inside of chains and wrapping you up. You're gonna have to go through that, okay? But most thing, you're gonna have to go through that second death. You're gonna have to taste of that nuclear death, man. Okay? Which is Yapa. All you fucking heathens, all of you, man. Oh, we're glad we're gonna be rejoicing when this place is taken down. When all you heathens are at the bottom of our feet, okay? Then you want to run around and call us niggas and all this and all these different names, right? You thought you got away with it. You thought so, right? Man. But the Lord seeth all. That's why he knows your day is coming, man. So hey, man. Let me call this one. Whew. Cold outside here right now. But our people gonna learn. We're a people that's lost, man, with no heritage. Okay, but now we found our heritage because what? Going back into Baruch chapter 2, the Lord said that he's gonna return that onto us, man. Okay? Onto the ones he wants to know. Not onto the rest of the world and onto these other people and these other nations and all this other garbage. No, the Lord is only dealing with one people. His people. And I'm gonna end out on that real quick, on that note. Let's see what the Lord said. Because I'm not concerned about what man has to say. Okay? To hell with what man has to say. Man could talk all day, all night, all year. I don't give a shit. Go ahead. Me and my brothers, we don't give a shit about that. Man can talk all they want. Okay? Run your yap. Run your mouth. All of that bullshit. This is what we're concerned about. Let's see right real quick. Acts chapter 5 and verse 29. Right real quick. Then Peter and the other apostles answered, meaning the other brothers, all just like us, okay? Just like if Apostle Tahar, you know, if the brother Barah down in the islands, hey, if brother Shapar over in the States, whoever, okay? Pertaining to this doctrine, okay? Pertaining to this wisdom. Then Peter, Acts chapter 5 and 29, then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey Yahweh, Yahushai, rather than men, okay? We ought to obey God rather than men, and that's what we do. We ain't got no time to be concerned about your yap and all the bullshit you gotta say. Fuck you. Who the hell are you? Okay? We ain't got no time to be listening to your junk. You know who we got time to be listening to? Yahweh Shemi Shai. Okay? And all you individuals who are getting weak out there, or maybe think he might be getting weak, prayer. Prayer. Admit that to your brother. Okay? Just like I have to admit, to the Salakia, for not, being out in the highways and byways, you know what I mean? Holding my post. It doesn't matter sick or not, whether or not, find some time that week or the next week to get out there and hold posts. Okay, the Lord gave you this gift. Go use this gift. Go occupy it. Go demonstrate that you know what I mean? The Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear. Okay? He gave us of a sound mind with the right doctrine to come out here and push this word. So going back into this, Psalms 144 and verse 15, let me get this. Happy is that people that is in such a case. Yea, happy is that people whose God, whose power is Yahweh. Notice it says happy is that people. That people, okay? It's not like you're an alien and you're looking out on the world and you're saying happy is that people. If you're even an alien, green, bugged out, whatever shit they want to say, even if you're an alien, you'd say, well, which people? People of the world? People of that continent? People over here in this continent? Or let's zoom in even more. People of this city? People of that city or that metropolitan or whatever? What people are you talking about? Okay? The alien would have enough intelligence to say that, because he would say there's a magnitude of people. Are you talking about the people of the world? Or are you talking about, going in depth? You go down, magnifying, viewing it. People of Canada, people of Africa. Okay, wait, hold up. Zoom into Canada. The people of Toronto, the people of Quebec. Okay, zoom into Toronto. The people of Scarborough, the people of the West. Zoom into Scarborough. The people of Malvern. So, when you have an understanding of who those people are, Psalms 147 to 19, the people that he's talking about is Israelites, his chosen people, the people that he has severed from other people in the world. Okay, so not all these people in the world can be the people. Okay, you cannot be all the same people. The Lord said back in Deuteronomy that you were separated. He separated the sons of Adam. Okay? He gave this one his inheritance, that land, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Bottom line, okay? You guys got freaked out over stupidness, man. Okay? Just stand back and let the men of the Lord do the work, man. And let us give you that explanation of what's going on through the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shai. Put down our Bible, stop touching it, leave it alone, alright? Let me get this real quick. Do Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me. Talking about Israelites. Okay? For I, Yahweh, am holy and has severed you from other people. You hear that? Going back into Psalms 144 and 15. There's got to be a people. Who is the people? Well, we know the people is Yasharallah, Israel. Okay? So here, he's telling you, just like an alien standing on the outside of the world and seeing a bunch of peoples, the Lord is telling you that, look, I have severed you from other people. I have severed, like, if you look at it and you say, okay, well, there's Canada, I have severed you from Canada. I've severed you from Africa. I've severed you from, you know what I mean? So going back into this, so establishing the Lord has a people, okay? From other people that ye should be mine, okay? You understand that? So we've been severed off from all these other peoples in the world. Deuteronomy 32 and 8. All those other peoples, they got their heritage, their land, they got everything that is what is for them. And then you got the miserable, wicked one, Esau Edom, who's up in every man's land. He stole land. He even got a damn land for himself, but he stole it. Okay? And he claims it as his, right? Look at Europe. That's not his land. That's the Japhetic people up there, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? Greek, Roman, all of that. He stole all of that shit. Man's a fucking thief, yo. So, really and truly, he's the bastard of the world. He's supposed to be nowhere. Actually, he had Petra, he had Edom, right? But he's not even good enough to take care of that either. The Caucasus Mountains, Caucasians. I mean, we're dealing with a terrible people here, man. But going back into what I was saying, the Lord has his people, okay? And the people who his people are Israelites. Bottom line, Yashar Allah. He looked upon us, he loves us. We're his firstborn. As a matter of fact, of all these other nations, we're the first, the fervent, okay? Fervent lover, all right? Second Ezra chapter 6 and 56. As for the other people, oh shit, again, other people. See, so there's a separation there. Psalms 147 and 15 is telling us about that people, happy is that people, right? As in such a case, yea, happy is that people whose power is Yahweh, right? Then, going into thing, it says that he has severed us from other people, Leviticus chapter 20 and 26. Let's continue here. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and 56. As for the other people, which also came of Adam, going back into Deuteronomy 32, right? And 8, he separated the sons of Adam, right? Thou hast said that they are nothing. Let me say that again. That they are nothing. Let me say it one more time. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing. Okay? But to be like unto spittle. Like that. That was even too much. And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Even that was much more. Okay? And if 2/3 have realized this and known, you know, that would have given them more than a sense of empowerment, man. They would have known, they would have feel the wind at their back, man. Like us, we know who we are, but we're moving meekly and humbly, you know, because we know what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to do. All right? Because he said, wait patiently upon me. Don't worry, I'm going to rise up to the prayer. All right? And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. That's why we got these different names. We're up, you know, scattered into these different countries, because guess what? We went off. The Lord said that you don't want to listen. Guess what? I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you. I'm going to scatter your ass and make no remembrance of you. Okay? Only I'm going to hold the remembrance. Okay? And he poured that upon us. Bam. We back in the spirit, baby. You know, the Lord has risen us up. He blew that breath into us. You know, great fear fell upon them that seen us. We became a great and exceeding army. And great fear fell upon them. That's going into these elites. They know who the fuck we are. They're like, damn, they're back again. Remember, they consulted to cut us off from being a nation, right? And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, see that, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover. See, we were first. The Lord loves us, all right? Are given into their hand. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? And we know how long it's going to endure. The Lord said, I'm going to send you signs and tokens, okay, of what's going to happen in the end. And we in the end right now, okay? But, like I said, the Lord has his people. We're his people. We're Israelites. All these other nations, they got their heritage, they got their lands, they got all that they can have, right? But we're desolate, okay? We're on the bottom. The Lord said that I'm going to scatter you and I'm going to make no remembrance of you. But in the near future, when those curses are about accomplished, okay, I'm going to bring in these signs, the MOTB, the uproar of people, earthquakes in diverse places, all these signs, all these tokens the Lord is pushing forth, okay? The devil coming out to rule for that little season, all right? So, hey, man, all these nations got theirs. We don't got ours. We'll have ours, though. And with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Dash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you are edified, Akim. Matthew chapter 24 and 13 to you all. Lord willing, to the next time, Wa Abad Babal. Shalom, Akim. Nice cold day. Nice cold, refreshing day for me today. Hey, the Lord works in mysterious ways, man. You know? You know, because you do know. Shalom, Akim. Abad Babal. Shalom, shalom, shalom.